There's 400 years of history here. And when I'm here, I feel the presence of God and love and peace and renewal. And when I leave this place, I take that with me. My favorite ministry at Old Donation is Stephen Ministry. I was in the middle of having chemo and I had lost my hair and I was sick, and the Stephen ministers reached out to me, not once, but several times. And I remember thinking, when I get well, that's what I want to do. So I got well and I went to training, and I had my first care receiver, and then I went to leaders training. And I'll tell you, Stephen ministers are the most loving, wonderful people you will ever meet. They will meet with you for an hour every week. They will text you. They will show up. They will pray with you. They support you. They will laminate Bible verses on index cards for you to read every morning. They make a difference. One with a military background found out that his care receiver was all alone, had very little food in the house, and he did some digging around and he found that he had been a POW in World War II. So he was able to help him get housing and medical care and a new place to live. And he showed up every week for that man, bringing him a milkshake every time. He made a difference. Another one of our Stephen ministers had a son with a terminal illness, and he remembers his son laughing every time he would meet with his Stephen minister. And after his son passed away, he became a Stephen minister too. In fact, it's ironic because I spent my whole life working with teenagers, and since I've become a Stephen minister, most of my care receivers have been elderly. So one of my elderly care receivers taught me it was okay to die, and I couldn't fix it. Only God can fix that. And in the course of our relationship, she taught me what it's like to live a long, rich life, to not be afraid of death, to be a widow, and to use faith to endure hardships. Another elderly care receiver was moving from her house to an assisted living, and I helped her go through her cedar chest. The purpose was to throw things away, but each thing had a story. And so we looked at Valentines and love letters and service commendation medals, and everything had a story, and it was one that she needed to tell, she needed to share. So when my care receivers passed away, I was able to go to their funerals and know that it was a celebration of their lives and a joyful joining to those who had gone before them and to God. What else have I learned from Old Donation Episcopal Church? That we're all invited to God's table, all of us. That the kingdom of God is here and now. That our job is to love each other. And even when we think we can't possibly do something like this, Father Bob thinks we can, and God knows we can. Go God.